Good afternoon. I'm just coming to talk about how opioid addiction and how EAP helps. What we'll talk about today is what is opioid addiction, the impact on life, and seeking help and continuing treatment. What is opioid addiction? Opioid addiction is when someone is addicted to a painkiller. It can become a chemical dependency for them. It's something that gets a hold of them and basically takes over their life. What is opioid addiction? Opioid addiction is a growing problem that significantly interrupts life, work, and relationships. Statistics show that a numerous number of working professionals depend on opioids to get them through their day. Opioid addiction is constant battle within yourself. As you can see in these graphs here, opioids are not choosy as to who they have addictions to. They can be addicted to anyone from females to males to people with high school diplomas, people who graduate from college. There are many different people that are addicted to opioids. The one verse that you can go off of in the Bible to help with opioid addiction is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." Opioid addiction is a battle that requires vigilance and making sure to be mindful. On the stimulus response approach, there's some statistics that go with opioid addiction. There was a 150% increase was found in Sweden between 2001 and 2013. Around 1,000 people a day are using opioids to make it through life. 57% of accidental overdoses are occurring after people get injured at work. 85% of all prescribed pain medicines are usually opioids. How does opioid addiction affect your work? There's often more missed work, absenteeism. There's losing your job because you don't come to work often. You can often have injuries at work. You can poor performance on your job and what you do. And there's many other things, that poor relationships with your coworkers or many other different things. What is the response to opioid addiction? There's positive outcomes, believe it or not, and there's negative outcomes, which mostly are what happens. Positive outcome with opioid addiction is it does relieve your pain. Negative outcomes is one, you can become addicted. 2, you can eventually maybe lose your job. You can lose your life from opioid abuse and overdosing. And you can lose family members, children, spouse, different other family members because of you're just so dependent on that addiction. What are some treatments that you can seek for this problem? There's treatments that can happen in different many ways. There's the counseling through your EAP, like we've discussed, or there's also drug treatment programs. What is EAP? EAP stands for Employee Assistance Program. Many companies have these programs for you. They are counselors and other people that can work with you to get referrals to different addiction programs or anything counseling talk to you about. And what they will be able to do with you is work with you and be able to provide treatment, hopefully to get you back on your feet and get you going. What they will help you with is counseling, worksite training, conflict resolution, workplace help, life coaching, and team development. How do you sign up for EAP? You can reach out to your company's EAP team. You most likely can get through your manager to get that information. And they will just have somebody reach out to you and see what your best needs are. What life looks like after you've had help from EAP. Most of the time, the people, when you're going through opioid treatment, they're going to be placed on a medication that's going to help them come off that treatment. It's always going to be a lifelong treatment, not everything that you might not necessarily ever be off of. And the best thing is to never be ashamed to seek treatment. And then here are the references that I went off to do my PowerPoint. Thank you.